What if a property manager never had to read applications, chase documents, or prepare lease agreements and still made better tenant decisions? In this video, I'll show you a rental application system where everything is automated from enquiry to signed lease with only one human click required. Hi, my name is Victor Ruben Clifford. I design automation systems that remove manual work, enforce structure, and scale operations using GoHighLevel, Airtable, Monday.com, Zapier, and Make.com. What you are going to see in this video is a complete rental enquiry and tenant screening system I built using GoHighLevel, Zapier, DocuSign, and Google Drive, exactly to a property agency specification, and it is built for reuse and resale. Here is the logic behind this system. The system intentionally separates interest from serious applicants. Submitting an enquiry does not move anyone into the pipeline. Only applicants who complete the full application are allowed into the screening process. Here is the complete flow you are about to see live. Now, if an enquiry form is submitted, a contact will be created and a tag will be given to that contact. The application status will change and an email will be sent to that contact with application link. Here, once the application is completed and submitted, you'll be given another tag and then the contact details will be updated. Now, this part is where it gets interesting. Now, the target is to score every applicant, and depending on their score, they either get rejected or approved. Now, this workflow will score this applicant using the information that they have provided. So once this applicant is scored, they are going to be moved to the scored stage in the pipeline. Now, once that happens, this automation is going to kick in. So once they move to the scored stage, it's going to check for a threshold depending on the kind of score they have. If it beats the threshold that is required for them to move to shortlisted stage in the pipeline, they are going to, once they beat that score, they are going to be moved to the shortlisted stage, top rank and shortlisted stage in the pipeline. Once they are moved to this stage, Zapier will trigger. Now, there is a human in the loop action here who also happens to be the property manager. So once the applicant moves to that top ranked or shortlisted stage, the property manager is going to receive an email where he will either reject that applicant or approve the applicant. Now, once he approves the applicant will be moved to this approved stage automatically. Now, immediately the applicant moves to this approved stage, the lease agreement will be sent to that applicant's email. Now, here is a lease agreement that I built and customized. Now, these informations will automatically be in the agreement once it is sent to the applicant to sign. So his job is only to sign and date the agreement. So once it is sent to the applicant, he will complete his part of the form by signing and dating it. Once that is done, the property manager too is going to receive an email to complete the form, the lease. Now, once that is done and both of them have completed this lease document, it is going to be, Zapier is going to download this lease and then upload it to Google Drive. This is Google Drive. This is a folder. As you can see here, there is no file. There is no document here. And then, once it is uploaded to Google Drive, an email will be sent to the property manager telling him that the lease has been completed and uploaded to Google Drive. Now, for us to see how all of this works in real time, I am going to fill out and complete the enquiry form. This is the enquiry form. I'm going to complete it now and then we'll see how all of this will work. So this is the enquiry form. I'm going to fill it out with demo records as full name, and then this is the phone number, and then the email using all demo data, then the property address. I'm going to use this as a property address and I will leave the additional notes empty. Then that is done. So going back to, this is my Gmail. You see the email is here, it has arrived. This is the time. Now I'll open it. It says, "Hi Zoteli, thank you for your interest in the property at Jabi. This is taking the property information that are used in the inquiry form. To proceed with the application, please complete our full tenant application form by clicking the link below." Now here is a link. I'm going to open the link and complete it. Now before I do that, let's go to GoHighLevel and see the contact. Now you see here, the contact is here in the contact list, but there is no information of that contact in the opportunities stage until the application form is completed. So here, go back to the email and complete the application form. Now this is the application form, rental application form. I'm going to use the same informations. Now this is as full name, email, then phone number, using demo information here, then employment status, going with full-time, income range above 100K, number of occupants, going with 3. Then do you have any pets? No. And desired moving date, going with 13th of upload documents. I'll leave this since it's optional. Additional notes, just write something. So I'll submit the application. So the application is submitted. Now if I go back to my GoHighLevel, we'll see that this contact, his information will be updated here in the contact list, and then is going to move to the pipeline stage. You see here, the opportunity, the contact, the applicant rather, has been scored based on the information that he provided. Now, it's going to do a background check, like calculations, and after that, if the score beats the threshold that is required for the applicant to move to top rank, is going to move to that top rank and shortlisted stage. Otherwise, it will automatically, if the score is low, is going to be automatically rejected, and it will be sent a rejected email. So here, this is, just wait a little bit and then we'll see what happens. All of this is going to happen automatically, no manual work. So once the score beats that threshold, is going to automatically be moved to the top ranked. So you can see here. So if you open this applicant, his informations, you see that this is his score. Tenant score is 80, and the threshold that I use in the automation is 70. Once you beat that 70 score mark, you'll be ranked high and be shortlisted. Now we are going to go to email, the property manager's email, because by now you should have received an email saying that there is an high scoring applicant. So let's refresh this. Okay, here it is. As you can see here, Zapier notification is here. So this is it. Now the property manager will have to look at what it says here. A new high scoring tenant has been shortlisted. So what he will have to do is open the review link and either reject or approve the tenant, the applicant rather. So once he approves this applicant, the applicant will automatically be moved from the shortlisted stage to approved stage. So we're going to approve the tenant, approve tenant here, as we can see. Now let's go back to our pipeline. Coming back to the pipeline, we'll see here, just a matter of moments, as we can see. See, the applicant has been moved to approved just by that one click from the property manager approving the applicant. So if we go back to the applicant's email now, we'll see that he has a lease agreement to sign. And only when he signs this lease agreement will the property manager also receive his own lease agreement to complete his own. So we are going to review the document and sign. So you can see here, let's agree, and we continue. Then this is the lease agreement. As we can see here the information, the tenant information that he used in the application is automatically captured here. His name, the property address, the desired moving date, full-time employment status. So then the tenant score is also here, which the tenant obviously has no idea how it came about. So we are going to sign here. So click on this sign. Then these are the options. We can just go with the default signature here, or we draw or upload a signature depending on what the tenant wants. So we just go with the default signature here. Then that's done. So we just click on finish. So once this is done, the property manager is automatically going to get an email telling him to also complete his own part of the agreement. So now we'll come here. This is the property manager's email. So refresh. I will see that he also has an email to complete his own part of the lease agreement. Review and document. We'll see all the tenant information. The signature will also have been there in this lease agreement because the tenant has completed his own part. That is only when the property manager will also complete his own. So we can see the tenant signature is already here. So the property manager will just have to add his own signature, and then the lease is complete once he clicks on finish. So the lease is complete, and then it is completed, and this lease agreement is going to be automatically uploaded to Google Drive. That is part of the workflow. So as we can see, the lease agreement has been automatically uploaded to Google Drive. Now if we open it, we'll see all the information that the tenant and the property manager completed. Now we can see these are all the information. This the signed date, the tenant signature, and the property manager's signature. So all of this was done automatically without any manual work. Now, if we go back to the property manager's email, now we'll see this confirmation email that has been sent to him, telling him that this process is completed and the lease has been uploaded to Google Drive. So we see a hi property manager. This is to notify you of the completion of the lease and uploaded to Google Drive. So this completes the setup. Now, this isn't just an automation. It is a productized workflow designed for reuse and resale across multiple properties or agencies. Every step is intentional. No unnecessary data entry, no duplicated contacts, no manual follow-ups, and no broken handoffs. If you're looking for someone to build a complete operational system, not disconnected automations, this is the level of work I deliver. Thanks for watching.